Black Stuart, we've got Stuart Black.
How are we doing, everyone? Right? Right. Introductions. My name is Stuart. I'm a 40-year-old dad to a 4-year-old little boy. We've had a lot of firsts recently, and last year I took him to his very first swimming lesson. Got there, the instructor said, today we're going to work on kicking our feet and blowing bubbles. I said, what do you want us to do to Michael Jackson's Monkey? I'm glad you lot laughed. The other parents were furious. I even got a dirty look from the guy in the budgie smugglers. You know it's bad when you're being judged on your decisions by a guy who chose to wear budgie smugglers. I've always thought that a weird phrase, budgie smugglers. For the longest time, I honestly thought it was bungee smugglers. And this made perfect sense to me. Bungee, because it's sort of elastic and stretchy, and you smuggled your cock and balls. Fine. Anyway, so we get in, and it had been a few years since I went swimming. I forgot how cold swimming pools are. I went straight in past my waist, my cock shriveled up, my nipples stuck out. I'm genuinely scared if I go check on my son, I'm going to have his eye out. And it's not so much a budgie down there anymore as a baby hummingbird. One for the ornithologists in the room. Swimming lessons have changed a lot since I was a kid as well. When I started, I don't know about you, but it was armbands, rubber rings, worked your way down slowly. These days, no flotation devices at all. It's like we've moved to the Ivan Drago school of swimming. You know, if he dies, he dies. And my son, look, I love him to bits. I would never let him come to any harm, but he is this heady mix of fearless and deeply uncoordinated. I'm going to borrow this chair if that's all right, to show you what I mean, right? So, I'm there, and I'm trying to hang on to him whilst he's doing this. And as we all know, proper swimming form looks a lot more like this. Sorry, did you want a picture? The only thing missing, where's the vapours? I need some smoke effects. Alright, this is going on too long. I've only got 5 minutes, mate. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh. This is the most high-tech gig I've ever done. So I spend the next 30 minutes hanging on to him for his dear life. The lesson ends, it's time to hit the showers. Now, I believe it's perfectly natural for a father and son of his age to shower together, okay? So we get in the cubicle, I take his costume off, because it doesn't fit me. I take his costume off of him, I take off my shorts, and I'm there washing my scalp. When all of a sudden, I sense something weird. Now, how do I describe this? You know how a kitten might paw at a dangling piece of string? Turns out there's a boundary my son's not quite learned yet. I was shocked. I just yelled, "Stop touching Daddy's willy!" And it was loud enough for the whole locker room to hear. A few minutes later we get out. Nobody can look me in the eye. Can't say I blame them. And I get him changed first because I don't want him to feel the cold. And I tell him to stay put whilst Daddy gets dried. Of course he doesn't. Straight out into the foyer. I've got no choice but to go after him in nothing but a towel. I get out there, the foyer is packed, because of course it bloody is. I find him, I say, don't run off like that again. We turn to go back to the changing room. He accidentally treads on my towel. I fell over. The towel fell open. And I'm there pointing arsehole out to the entire foyer, and I can feel every last pair of eyes gazing into the void. And it gets worse. You see, on the way down, certain muscles contracted, other relaxed. And I let out the biggest fart I've done in quite some time. And things were still a bit wet down there, if I'm totally honest with you. It's like when you squeeze out the last of a ketchup bottle. I was mortified. My son, however, thought it hilarious. Farty pants, Daddy! Farty no pants, Daddy! I'll be honest, I just wasn't in the right headspace to acknowledge that piece of comic genius. All I could do was grab my son, grab my towel, and march back to the changing room. And as I did, I heard one of the other parents mutter, "Well, look who's on their knees blowing bubbles now." Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me for tonight. Thank you very much for listening. All there is left for me to do now is to introduce the next act. Now, it's January 26th, so I have known him for precisely 3 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the wonderful Toby Chinook.
It's been the best 3 hours of my life.